Oh, God, it's your fault what I'm going through. You just don't love me. I'm just going through this and going through that. And everyone else gets a nice life. And look at me. Look what I get to go through. I want to break disappointment today in Yeshua's name. Lo Rahana. No mercy. No mercy. Despised. Are you despised today? Lo Ami, not my people. Are you disowned? I just want to release a prophetic word right now for you to catch. Hear the word of Yahovah. I am calling you unto myself, says Yahovah. You thought you've gone so far that you can't even return. You might think you are so broken that you can't even get up again. I speak the life of the Spirit into your life right now. I say it's time to rise up. It's time to rise up and be everything that the Father has called you to be. You might feel that you're at the place where you're just, I'm done. I just can't do it anymore. Have you ever been there? Where you've just lifted up your hands and said, I'm done? I was in the Lat a few years ago, doing some snorkeling, having some fun. Me and snorkeling just don't get on too well. You know, every time I go snorkeling, I end up in hospital pretty much. Anyway, I'm doing some snorkeling, looking at the coral reef and Alat and just enjoying it. I just taken a group to Petra in Jordan. And a wave comes over my pipe. And, you know, I'm not stupid. I'm a grown man. What do you do if a wave comes over your pipe and you're snorkeling? You put your tongue or you blow it out. What did I do? Don't try that. It is not good. And when I did that, what happened? My lungs were filled with seawater. It was so painful. It was like I was being stabbed. And I go down in the water. All of a sudden, I move from having a happy moment, looking at some little fishies going by, and then the next minute, I'm fighting for my very life. And you fight, and I won't give you all the sound effects just in case any of you are eating dinner right now, you know, and you're trying to get it out. Just get the water out of your lungs. You've got to get that air in. You've got to fight. This is the most important moment of your life. You can't live with water in your lungs. And I fight, and I'm heaving it all up, and it's all up, and it's all coming up. And then I'm on top of the water, and I just put my head back, and I'm now at the moment where I just believe that this is the moment where I can take a deep breath, and I can receive the very air I need for life. I'm convinced that I've got the water out enough so that I can take a breath in and live. I put my head back, and it's the most important moment of my life, and I go... And as I do that, a wave comes over my face, and I'm already committed, and I've got to put the deepest breath that I could ever do to get air into my lungs to live. And instead, I fill my lungs with water. And as I go down in the water, I remember, I'm just going down. I'm done. It took me all my energy, it took me all my strength, took me all my ability to get that water out the first time. And I was going down, and I'll never forget that moment. It will never leave me. It was so impacting to my life. I'll never forget it. This is what I said. I said, okay, Father, I'm done. I'm done. It's over. There is no physical strength left in my body. I had no ability to function, and I was just sinking in the water. And then something happened. The Father didn't have to do this at all. He could have just taken me home right there, right then. And I saw my gravestone right in front of me. I have this open vision. There's my gravestone. It says, Kenny Russell dies in the Red Sea with the Egyptians. oh, something hit my spirit. I did not come to the land of Israel. I did not come to the land of Israel to die in the Red Sea with the Egyptians. I came to walk in his promises. I came to be a prophetic voice to bring change to this generation. Something started to rise up in me when I saw those words. Kenny Russell dies in the Red Sea with the Egyptians. I was not accepting the words on that tombstone. That is not going to be the last message that people hear about Kenny Russell. Remember Kenny Russell? Yeah, he died in the Red Sea with the Egyptians. That is not going to happen. For his name's sake, that is not going to happen. He gave me the ability. He gave me strength. And all of a sudden, I had a supernatural ability. And I saw the work of the Ruach HaKodesh. You might think you're done. You might think you have gone beyond anything that you could ever have done to get through whatever circumstance you're facing. You might be in the place where you say it's over. Some of you are watching right now. You're in so much financial ruin, you don't even think you're going to get through the next day. It's time to hand it over to the Father. It's time for our hope to be aligned with his promise. Listen, that's going to take time. It's not just going to happen in 5 minutes. We've got to align ourselves with his Torah, with his word. We've got to not just understand our identity, we have to understand what the Father is doing and how we become a part of his work. So the good news is, I was able to rise up by the Spirit. I was able to clear my lungs. I was able to breathe again and get out of the water. But let me tell you something. I know what it's like to be in a place where it's over. And here we see in this first chapter of Hosea, we see the prophet giving forth this message. It is over. We are finished. You are disowned. Yet, there's coming a day. There's coming a day. And I'm going to skip ahead to a couple of verses that I want us to read. And I want us to go to a place of prayer. In chapter 2, verse 14, it says, "Therefore I am now going to allure her. I will lead her into the desert and speak tenderly to her. There I will give her back the vineyards, and I will make the valley of Achor a door of hope. There she will sing in the days of her youth, as in the day she came up out of Egypt." Isn't it amazing how often we need to go back and we need to understand the works of the Father? We have to go back to Egypt, but there's a day coming, according to Jeremiah chapter 16, that we will no longer talk about the first Exodus. You know, if you're in a place where you can't get through and you have no hope, you don't have to just look at what's happening in your life. Go to the Word and start looking at what the Father did in other people's lives, in the nation's lives.
For more information, visit www.arthurbaileyministries.com or call 888-899-1479. This program is made possible through financial contributions from viewers like you. Thank you.